Hello. Wow, I cannot believe I am already halfway through my second pregnancy. Honestly, I never thought it would be possible after my PCOS diagnosis to get pregnant. I do have a son who will be 4 in September, and I actually got diagnosed with PCOS in 2023, and somehow I still managed to find out that I was pregnant in January of this year. So I'm just super thankful for that. There is just, a few things this time around that I'm doing in my pregnancy to, I feel like, make it a little bit more smoother or tolerable. Not that my first pregnancy was bad, but just a few things that I am being just a little bit more mindful to feel good this time around. I never thought I would be a mom ever, even though I have, like I said, a 3-year-old. It's still a work in progress. I'm still figuring out new things every single day. So that's why I'm here sharing with you guys just how I'm doing things a little bit different this second time around. So number one is eating pretty healthy. Overall, I do the 3 meals a day. I try to get in my fruits and veggies. I do eat those cravings. When I have cravings, I don't say no to like sweets and that sort of stuff. Overall, I do eat certain things that we're supposed to like not eat, like deli meat, but I'll heat it up, or like hot dogs, I'll heat that stuff up. If I'm like craving it, if it's like something that I just like have to have. I do drink caffeine because, like I said, I have a toddler and I also am basically a stay-at-home mom right now. So there is no way that I can really make it through my day without a cup of coffee or two. And my doctor said that that's perfectly fine. I'm going to continue to drink my coffee. I can only give up so many things. I'm pregnant and coffee is not one of them. I already had to give up sushi, and I'm still eating my steaks medium. I'm gonna eat that well done, so I'll have a steak here and there. I've only had maybe one during this pregnancy. Number two is I'm going to all of my doctor appointments. I do not care what I have to do to rearrange my schedule, but I'm not going to miss an appointment. I am considered geriatric. I'm going to be 39 by the time I deliver my little girl. They like to keep an eye on me a little bit more because I am considered old. I'm considered a geriatric pregnancy. I believe after 36 or 37, you're considered geriatric. So they like to monitor me and make sure that I'm seen very frequently. I'm also seeing a perinatal specialist. They're the ones that did my 20-week scan a couple weeks ago, and they're also keeping an eye on me. They did put me on a medication, basically a prophylactic aspirin daily. I do a baby aspirin every day, something that I thought I wouldn't do, but I am doing. Just because, the doctor suggested it, and I am a little bit older, so I do want to be, safe this time around. Normally, I would not take aspirin, but this doctor is a specialist, and I think they know what they're doing, so I am taking a daily aspirin. There are a couple things that I haven't done that my OBGYN suggested. Early in my pregnancy, I had a yeast infection, and she wrote a prescription for something, and I think it was maybe like a 1-day pill or something like that, and I just didn't feel comfortable taking the pill. So I ended up getting a Monistat 7, which is also recommended, and that cleared me up just fine. But we had a appointment yesterday. My husband actually comes to all of my appointments with me. I'm 22 weeks right now, so the prenatal appointments at this point are like 5-10 minutes long. So honestly, there's no point of like missing them. You go in, they check your vitals, they check your weight. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Everything good? Are you bleeding? They ask you the same stuff basically every single time. Nope, all is good. My doctor gets out the baby Doppler, listens to my belly for a few minutes, tells me the heart rate. All right, see you in a few weeks. That's pretty much it. I had a prenatal appointment a few weeks ago where it took a lot longer because they couldn't find the baby's heartbeat. Thankfully, they have a sonographer in the office, and my doctor was like, you know what, while you're here, I don't want you to freak out. Let's just go and get a quick ultrasound, check baby's heartbeat, and everything was perfect. And I guess the baby was hiding from me, but you know what? I'm so glad I went, you know, because you can never be too sure, especially like I said, I'm older, so I want to just stay on all my P's and Q's and not miss any appointments. I really think it's important this time around. Last time around, I was seeing a midwife. I don't feel like the care was a little bit different, and I was a few years younger, so maybe that's why. But they weren't as thorough as, say, just a typical OBGYN. Nothing against seeing midwives. I absolutely love my midwife. But now I feel like this pregnancy, things are a lot more thorough seeing just a traditional doctor, which I'm okay with. This next one is, I do it when I can. I will say exercising daily. I say daily, I mean like 3 to 5 days a week, honestly. And that's been suggested by my doctor too. Exercising could be in the form of walking. I'm a Pilates girl, so I still enjoy doing Pilates, but I have to modify it because I'm pregnant. You know, there's a lot of ab things that I cannot do. And then I will also do like aerobics. I love Grow with Joe, and I love pregnancy and postpartum TV. Those are my two favorite YouTube channels for working out. Shout out to them. So I mix up with Pilates and aerobics a couple times a week, and then I do one day of just like honestly stretching. If I don't get any exercise in, I will go for a walk because it's just good for my mental, just to get out of the house, get some fresh air, and do a couple, you know, laps around the neighborhood or something like that. You always got to keep your body moving, especially when we get later in our pregnancy. I realized my last pregnancy, it was like I have to walk every day because my hips were killing me. I was getting heavy. You know, things are just changing down below, and the more that you can move and just keep your body in motion and stretching and all of that, I feel like it's the better. That is something that I'm doing every day, is moving my body every single day, pretty much no matter what. Even if I spend half the day on the couch, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna like do some stretching, or I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna do something. And that comes to my next thing, number 4. I did say 3 to 5 days of exercise, and this one is saying no when I am tired. There is just some days where I do not feel like doing anything. I wish that I could do nothing. I wish it was that easy. But like I said earlier, I do have a 3-year-old son. I have a husband at home. You know, I have a life, and there's things that I have to do on a daily basis just to keep the flow of the home moving. But some days, like there is just days that I don't want to do anything, or days where, you know, my husband could take over things like going to the store and taking our son so that I can get a nap. He'll be like, babe, like earlier today, hey, you know, do you need anything from the store? I'm gonna go and pick some stuff up when I get done with work. And I'm like, no, not at all. And he's like, how about I pick up Kennedy and I'll take him with me. We'll go to Publix, get him a cookie. I'm like, hell yeah, please take him out of the house. I don't want to go anywhere today. I'm exhausted. My body hurts. I've done my workout and, you know, things around the house already. And I'm just like, I don't want to go out. So saying no to things is huge when you're pregnant. You have to know your limits. Some days you're going to feel really good. Some days you're going to feel like shit. Those days that you're not not feeling like yourself, not feeling good, you can say no to going out with friends, to going out with family members. You can just stay on that couch, honestly, because there's your body, you're making another human. So some days you just have to give yourself a break and learn when to say no. Absolutely not. And this last one is really hard. When you start like searching things on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, your feed gets inundated with other women who are going through pregnancies and their stories and their things that they are dealing with. My last thing here is to not compare myself to other people, where they're at with their pregnancy and their health and everything. I don't know what happens with the TikTok algorithm, but when I first got pregnant and started looking things up, there are so many videos about miscarriage, abortion, and pregnancy loss, and just, you know, ectopic pregnancies. All these things that literally scares the crap out of you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have this child in my body, and I've seen this person go through this, and I've seen this person go through this, and this person go through this, and it can really freak you out. I have spent hours just researching things, and oh my gosh, you know, this could happen to me because I'm geriatric. I mean, there's just so many things that you see, especially when you first become pregnant, and you just get inundated with that information and it freaks you out. So at this point, I take in some of the information, but most of it I'm like dishing it out. Like, I don't want to see negative things about pregnancy. Don't want to compare what stage I'm in to my pregnancy to somebody else, how my belly looks compared to somebody else, or how I feel bigger compared to somebody else. Everybody's pregnancy is different. Some people have unmedicated births, which I planned for my first, and after, you know, going through labor for 24 hours, I'm like, hell no, I need, you know, medicine. Not comparing yourself if you want to have a medicated birth or a home birth or something like that. Not comparing your body to other people. That just really destroys your self-esteem. And not only that, but it just takes the joy out of being pregnant. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own pregnancy journey. For you to compare yourself to somebody else's pregnancy journey, it just doesn't make sense. We're all going through something different. It is great to get the information from reliable sources, and, you know, to see how things went for other people, but to get stuck on the comparison syndrome and all of that, it just really takes away the joy of the pregnancy. So that is definitely something that I am not doing this time around. I feel like, honestly, last time when I was pregnant through COVID 2020. I had my son in September of 2020. So you can imagine that whole time of me being pregnant with my son, we were like stuck in the house. We consumed a lot of internet, basically. And it was very easy for me to get sucked into seeing what other people were going through, because I had nothing else to really focus on. We were going through a pandemic, you know. This time around, I am being a little bit more aware of what I'm consuming, being a lot more aware of the things that I see on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And if it just doesn't sit well with me, or it makes me feel a certain type of way, I'm definitely swiping, because I don't want to see that kind of stuff. So it will be so good for your mind and your body to just focus on you and not worry about how everybody else is going through their pregnancy. Well, if you have gotten this far with me, I just want to say thank you so much. My channel is just surpassed 800 subscribers, and I'm super excited. I'm really trying to figure out what I want to really focus on. My channel, I did kind of start off in real estate because that was my main focus for my business. However, I am more of a stay-at-home mom now, so I've been focusing on doing beauty things, doing fun things, doing like family daily vlogs, some cooking here and there, and then I do want to just kind of talk about my pregnancy journey a lot more now that I'm halfway through. So if you did enjoy this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are going through your own pregnancy journey as well, I would love to hear how it's going, so don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.